DoorDash is the most used app of all the food delivery business. Some markets Dashers see some great money. Other markets Dashers see $2.75 orders several times throughout the day. All of us as Dashers have seen the highs and lows of this app. I'm personally grateful that I'm in a market that DoorDash is a top performer for me, but it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Let's face it, DoorDash can be so frustrating. There are many things we can point out and pick apart with DoorDash, but if I could talk to Mr. Tony Yu myself, these are 5 major things DoorDash needs to improve on, and let's get into it. Welcome back. It is Kim from Kinside Money Plans here for the RideShare Guy. The later part of 2022, we all as Dashers started seeing changes rolling out to many of our areas. Some were unexpected, thrown at us, and left us just utterly confused. Now in 2023, DoorDash is forever changing, and sometimes we don't know what direction we are all going. But what we can agree on, we are all here to make money. But will we in 2023? I guess time will tell. I truly think these 5 things DoorDash needs to improve on will help drivers and DoorDash in the long run. I completely understand DoorDash's main objective is to get those orders delivered, but at what cost? They are in a business of making money, but there is always a fine line of greed and caring for those making the money a reality. You're going to want to stick around until the last one because I think this is the biggest problem all drivers face. Let's see if you agree. Number 1, DoorDash. Please stick to one program for everybody in the entire country. All of these market tests are out of control, and all we as drivers are trying to figure out is how we're going to make money as independent contractors. Independent being the key word. Just this year alone, and I'm probably missing some, we have seen a different variation of the same program, such as Diamond Program, Earn by Time, Priority Orders, and there's still Top Dasher. Let me know if I forgot one. But bottom line, most of these programs require higher acceptance rates, which will lead to Top Dasher. And DoorDash is happy because orders are being delivered. But please, DoorDash, stop confusing drivers and be honest on how all of us across the country can earn more just through one program or a mix of maybe 2 that would work well together. Number 2, scheduling is such a pain unless you're on top of it. You can miss the window quite easily and miss scheduling yourself, which then you can't get on because it's gray a lot of the times or rinse and repeat. I get that there's a schedule because it prevents oversaturation of every market, but Dash Anytime feature comes at a very high cost of an acceptance rate. However, if you are one of those programs mentioned above, it means you are closer to being a top Dasher based on maintaining that high acceptance rate, which means Dash Now feature is in your future. Only you as a driver can decide if becoming a top Dasher for this benefit is worth it in your market. But should it be this difficult to work one of the most popular food delivery apps? Do we even talk about pausing, being kicked off the platform, and can't get back on because it's gray? Ugh, so frustrating and infuriating. It just shouldn't be this difficult to work. Number 3, the dreaded word, support. First, I'm going to actually talk positively about support. Everyone who I've ever talked to has been super nice. I have never come in contact with an unfriendly agent. What DoorDash needs to improve on, though, I am so tired of being scripted to the point I can tell you what they are going to say before they actually say it. I personally want a human interaction that understands my problem that I'm having. An agent can fix easy problems, but when it comes to the harder problems outside of the script, it's hard to get a resolution, causing multiple calls to support and sometimes a big waste of time. For example, I had a problem with my account. They went into their script, read the troubleshooting problems from their computer. When that didn't work, knowing you did all the troubleshooting prior to the call, they say they will escalate it to the escalation team. They say they will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. At 48 hours, still no response. The last time, it took a week for me calling every day for my issue to actually get resolved. Should it really be this difficult? Do I even talk about the rest of what's in the background? The most professional thing you want to hear when you're trying to get your problem fixed. Number 4, base pay. There should be a difference between a 2-mile order versus a 10-mile order, but they're the same. Do you guys remember that email back in July of 2021 where DoorDash announced their new base pay model and said, and I quote, "Your individual earnings may change based on how many long or short distance orders you complete." Then they gave an example. Longer delivery, 7 miles, 24 minutes. New base pay, $4.25. Old base pay was $3.50. The customer supposedly tipped $4, so now the new total would be $8.25. Sounds good, right? I don't know about you, but this pay model went way out the window a while ago. Most I see is $2.75 in my market, and it could be 2-mile order or a 10-mile order. I personally would like to see drivers compensated properly based on miles and time of the order. Orders will be delivered quicker and drivers become happy for taking longer miles. Win-win. Number 5, transparency of pay and communication. Let's keep it real. This is the biggest thing DoorDash needs to improve on. I have never and can never understand why it's acceptable for any company not to be transparent with the pay that is offered for the job that needs to be executed. If you ever owned your own company, would you ever accept a job proposal that you didn't know the entire pay before taking it on? It would never happen. So why is it okay for DoorDash to do this to drivers? For me as a driver, the more information, the better. I can make the best decisions for me and control the money I want to make in the time that I want to work. The true meaning of independent. Now, let's talk briefly about communication. Do you ever receive anything from DoorDash when things go wrong, like a glitch? They tell the customers, but how do we actually find out? When we are usually in the middle of an order and can't close it out, or the apps kick us off and we can't get back on, yeah, that does happen. Then there's changes to the app. It's all a big surprise until we open the app and bam, you're like, since when did this happen? Do you see the pattern of a lack of communication? DoorDash drivers just want to know what's going on and not guess what their pay may be, but they want to know what the order will be if I choose to accept it. And those are my top 5. I truly believe that many drivers would like to stay on one app if they could, but turn to multi-apping when they aren't making enough money or don't like something about one app. If DoorDash would improve some of the things mentioned, they might get dedicated drivers who make money, are happier, and not frustrated, and won't jump ship if they take a better offer. You are going to have to let me know, what is one thing you think DoorDash needs to improve on? If you are looking for more multi-apping content, don't forget to check out this video right here. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that bell is turned on so you know when the latest videos are released.